A good workflow will create the overall structure first, and depending on the size of the resource you are creating, you may have one page with subsections, or you may have several pages, each with subsections. In this example, I have 2 pages here, and each of those 2 pages has subsections, 3 each, and the subsections will end up being populated with content. Now, if I click on an individual subsection in order to add the content elements, I can add text, and I can add, if I scroll down again to the bottom, I can add image, I can add audio, I can add new text, etc., and that will be populating that subsection. Alternatively, you can do it a different way, where you simply add the one element, the text element. So I'll delete these others for the moment, and instead I'll show you an alternative way where I simply add the text element, and then I click on the Show Toolbar to bring up the editing toolbar, and from the editing toolbar I can then add my text, and I can then also add my rich media like images, embedded media, YouTube clips, etc., as well as adding special characters, maths, etc. I can even use the iframe option over here. It looks like a map of the Earth, and I can use that to embed an external web page inside my learning object. The only element that you can't add from this toolbar is a navigator tab. So to add the navigator, you have to simply go down there and add that as a separate thing underneath. Now, the only disadvantage with using the toolbar, if we go back here, the only disadvantage with using that in order to put in rich media and images and so on, is that you can spend quite a lot of time tweaking the look of the content rather than creating it. It's because the toolbar gives you a lot of flexibility. So if you have a job to do in a hurry, my suggestion is that you're better adding section elements here, which puts it in a much more plain vanilla style, and that encourages you to focus on content rather than layout. On the other hand, if layout's very important to you and you've got a bit more time, then use the rich flexibility of the editing panel just with an ordinary plain text page.